I want to show you that my last year students were high school students, ranging from 10-year-old to 17-year-old. And I thought I'd just show you last year's film. And what I did was, so first one is Alice is 10 years. And this one we did do, it was the end of COVID. We were still masked up. We did do a live graduation class or ceremony in the school in Redmond, Washington. And I had every student do a little video introduction to their work to explain who they were and what gave them the idea of the film and what they learned from doing the film. Now, I'm not asking you guys to do that. If you feel comfortable doing that, I'd love it. But these guys did do that. So we're starting with Alice, who's 10 years old. And normally I have a rule that only 12-year-olds and upwards can join my class. But Alice was an animation obsessive and showed me some work she'd done before, and it was so good. I said, okay, you've got to come into the class. So this is, as a 10-year-old, this is what she said and what she did.
Hi, my name is Alice and I'm 10 years old. I currently go to Open Windows School, and I was inspired to make this film because I really enjoy the wonder of nature. So I was walking around Moose Creek Park, and there's lots of butterflies and different insects over there. So I decided to make a story about a girl who went to catch fireflies in the woods. And then one thing I learned from making this film was perseverance, and even though I went through challenges when making the film, I still pushed through to finish it.
Okay, the next student we're going to look at is 12 years old, Jerry. And he wasn't such a natural artist, drawer kind of student, but he was very committed to it. So this is what he came up with.
Hi, my name is Jerry. My age is 12. My school is Overlake. My film name is The Marshmallow. My film inspiration is like the Tom and Jerry cartoons. I learned how to deal with technical difficulties and how to like solve problems. Enjoy my film.
The next one is Thomas, who's 13 years old. And unfortunately, Thomas didn't get to finish his film. He had lots of clashes with other classes. The school required his time in class time. So we ended up with him just putting an animatic together. But I thought it worth showing because it's kind of a wacky idea. It's a sick and wrong idea, but I loved it. And I think his animatic really, his idea came across in his animatic, and I think it's worth showing. So here's Thomas.
Hi, my name is Thomas. My age is 13. I go to Chinook Middle School, and the name of my film is The Greedy Man. I made this film because I thought about it, and I learned how to do timing and the process of making film through this film, obviously, and enjoy my film.
Hmm.
No!
Okay, and now we're going on to Michael, 15, who is an equally sick and wrong student who equally had problems, had more problems in his case because he missed a whole module, more or less. And so all he could really do is put his animatic together and polish it a little bit. And again, it's a very sick and wrong story that I totally loved, and I felt it worth showing here.
Hi, my name is Michael and I am 15 years old. I currently go to Lakeside High School and my film name is called Gum. My inspiration for this film was just, I drew a shoe and then I kind of just ran with it, and just that's how this film was created. And what I learned from doing this film was mostly time management. That was a big one. And then also just having a cohesive story and not getting sidetracked by like small details. Yeah, enjoy my film.
All right, and now we're getting to the older students, okay? 16-year-old Caroline. I liked her project.
My name is Caroline Lee, and I'm 16, and I attend Forest Ridge School of the Sacred Heart. The name of my film is Caffeine, and I was inspired by all the late nights that I worked to finish up works and need coffee to survive. What I learned from this project is how to manage my time and how to work around with technical difficulties and how to proceed with that. So that's my work, and please enjoy.
And Chase too, another 16-year-old. I really liked the sensitivity of this one, based on the seasons, and I really liked the approach he did. He worked it all in Moho. In fact, most of the kids worked in Moho on this one, on this year, on this module.
Hi, my name is Chase Ferry. My age is 16. I go to Newport High School, and the name of my film is Seasons of Life. The inspiration of my film came from my general love of the seasons and how they kind of change and develop over time. And I thought that went well with the idea of someone growing old, accompanied by the seasons. So I mashed those two ideas into my film. What I learned from creating this film was just the general creative process of developing a film, the ideas that go with it, and kind of just that whole process. And I also learned a lot about the importance of time management. Enjoy my film.
Okay, and finally Lucas. I don't know how old Lucas. He'd graduated from high school for sure, and I think he was just more or less of college age. I never actually got his age, but he was a remote student from Portugal, would you believe? And he was an animation obsessive. He loved animation, and he put so much into this project. So this is what he came up with.
My name is Lucas Ribeiro. I'm from Portugal, and the first idea behind this film came to me while watching a video in class. It was Oscar Grillo's showreel, and I think the images and colors that were shown in the video helped form in my mind the picture of this film. Initially, it was intended to be very energetic, and my first impulse was to have a hand-drawn approach to it. But since we learned Moho in class, I thought it would be a good way to put the knowledge in practice if I did it in Moho. As puppet animation has certain limitations, it is less synergic than what I envisioned, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoy it.
What is up with you? You lost cartoony instincts! What happened? You should be throwing banana pies, going wild with squash and stretch, and fooling around with nonsensical visual gags. Not making chatty sitcoms. I hope this will help you.
I'm glad that you're back.